Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. If you've made it this far, it's because I've interacted with you on some form or another, whether it's been Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, WhatsApp, any of these things. Um, Thank you for making it this far, and I hope this video will at least let me set up this channel and this project a little better. First of all, my name is Thomas Alford. I currently live in Northern California. I'm originally from Alabama. My father, been married 20 years, just became a grandfather actually, and I'm a disabled vet. Right now, I'm medically retired, um, uh, but that's where I'm at right now. Although, lots of things are happening, and my wife's kind of taking a different path, so we'll see where that goes. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Um, in 2004, after being medically retired from the military, not for any one major injury, just cumulative injuries. Um, but in 2004, I went through a pretty traumatic event that led to being diagnosed with PTSD. And from 2004 to 2018, I was just consumed in the world of PTSD and everything that comes with it. But then in 2018, I had a bit of an awakening and decided to seek real deep intensive therapy and for PTSD and for all the related things that come with it. A lot of people confuse PTSD as mental illness, and it's not necessarily. It leads to those things. PTSD itself is just a traumatic event, that can happen to anyone in life, and to some degree, it has happened to all of us. It's just the more traumatic it is, the more it can become a part of who you are and can lead to some very serious stuff. But over the course of the 17 months of treatment, as time went along, it took me about 8 or 9 months, really, before I even got in touch with my own pain, my own trauma, and because it required going back a significant ways, well before even the event the what happened in 2004 just was kind of like I guess the trauma that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Um, so I had to go back to much further, much deeper. But after about 9 months, a beautiful thing happened, uh, and that was I completely came to terms with my original trauma, and going back to childhood. And why that's significant is because when you go through a serious trauma as a child, everything you do, say, touch, every decision you make in life going forward from that point, is affected because you went through it. And because of how you dealt with it, because of how it was dealt with, because of how the people around you dealt with it, all of those things now form your new mindset going forward, you know. And depending on what that trauma is, it can lead to some, it can lead down very dark paths, very, and a lot of things it can lead to there. And what I have found with most PTSD sufferers or people that are locked in like lifelong battles of depression is exactly it. They've either been locked in it since that initial trauma and they never got over it, regardless of how long ago it was. And they're still facing it, it's still affecting their daily decisions. Or that original trauma led to a whole bunch of traumas, to a final trauma that snapped. And from that day forward, their life became about basically thinking about the life they once had, not thinking about the life they currently have or the life they hope to one day have. They spend all their time thinking about the life they once had, and they're numb in their present day sense. And that's how they go through life. That's how they go through life. No. And because of that, all kinds of things come into play then. They're susceptible to substance abuses and mental illnesses and relationship problems and financial problems and problems with keeping employment and housing and the everyday struggles of life that every person on this planet, faces. And they spend all their time consumed with thinking about their pain. And what they don't understand is thinking about it is never going to release it. All it's going to make you do is wake up tomorrow and do the same thing over again. Think about it, So, when the night mind just kind of literally felt like, if you've ever shared like a dark secret with a friend and that you had held in for a long time because you were so afraid of how they might take it, but then when you did tell them, you could tell that like they didn't judge you and they were just still there for you, and it was such a big feeling of relief because and then it instantly hits you too, like, oh my God, I wish I had just told them, 2 years ago when it happened, a year ago when it happened, 2 weeks ago when it's happened, whatever it was, because the instant that you told them and they were okay with it, even, or sometimes even if they're not, but just getting it off your chest, like you just feel like this instant relief just leave you, just go, Well, the same thing happens when you release a major trauma. It feels no different. It's a much more intense. But it's the same feeling. So just go to show. I mean, you're capable of feeling it. Just got to figure out. You got to understand how to get there. To do that, you got to understand the difference between thinking and feeling it. Big difference. To me, trust me, I'm a stubborn guy. I mean, I was in my early 40s before I even. Yeah. So I was stubborn. I get it, but there's a difference, and you got to understand.